All right, so our next example on superheated phase. This time, I want to introduce you to a new idea. It's not a different concept, but this time we call something interpolation. Interpolation is when you want to find the mate, the mate property, given that you know the other properties. So, for instance, because of the state of the property, for instance, if you are talking about internal or enthalpy, the enthalpy that you have, you compare it with two other enthalpies. And if this enthalpy is between these two, you can interpolate for the corresponding other properties like temperature or pressure. That's what interpolation is. So now, okay, so now with one, I'll bring this problem on board. Sorry for the interruptions. Sorry for interruptions. All right, so we just concentrate and let's do this together. So that's what I'll be doing. We are to determine the temperature of water at a state of pressure equals 0.5 megapascal and H equals 2,890 kilojoules per kilogram. So with this example, for instance, they didn't tell us the what the state, and don't be misled by the heading. Assume there is no heading there. What you do is you go to saturated water table because they said it's the temperature of water. So you go to saturated water table from the steam table. Then saturated water is up here. You look for what? What did they give us? In the problem they gave us pressure. So you go to pressure table, and mind you 0.5 megapascal is equals to 500 kilopascal. So you multiply by what? 1,000. If you multiply by 1,000, you represent that with kilo because the mega will reduce. Mega is 10 exponent 6. So if you take 1,000 of mega, it will be left with another 1,000, which is the kilo. So 1,000 times 0.5 will be 500. Then the other 1,000 left will be the kilopascal. So now 0.5 megapascal is the same as 500 kilopascal, which is here. Then you trace that to the enthalpy. I told you if you want to know the properties, just check the instant one, the one that you have access to, then compare it with what the question gave you. So the Hg is what I'm concentrating on. Hg at 500 kilopascal. Hg. So you trace Hg. It is this column here. 500 kilopascal is 2748.1. So Hg at, which is 500 kilopascal, is 24748.1, right? Is it 2748.1? 274, yes, 8.1. So that's what we had. That's Hg. And look at what the problem gave us. So you can see that H is greater than Hg. H is greater than Hf. Someone will use Hf. It doesn't make any sense. If it's greater than Hf but still less than Hg, then what it means is it is within what the saturated mixture phase. But this our H here is rather bigger than Hf. It's also bigger than Hg. So we use this one, right? Because Hf, let's see Hf at 500 kilopascal or 0.5 megapascal. H, this is Hg. So this will be H what? Is it HFG? Yes, HFG. So HF is this. HF is this. HF is 640.09. 640.09. And our H that was given was 2890 kilojoules per kilogram. That's the one in the question. This is bigger than HF, right? It's also bigger than what? Hg. So our H, if it's in between HF then less than Hg, then we can say our quantity or our property is within the saturated mixture phase. But this our H that was given in the problem is rather bigger than Hg, which doesn't conform to the above expression. So it means this satisfies the properties I gave you under superheated property. Look, I said H greater than Hg. If you want to know whether a saturated water is under superheated vapor, you should know all these five out of head. All right, and to help you in your upcoming quizzes and examination. So keep that one in mind. All right, so now we'll give you all what you need for you to grab the A plus. Believe God and believe in me. So with this, we can conclude that our property they give us is or can be found in the superheated phase. So you will use that particular enthalpy we compared with Hg, which is H is 2890 greater than Hg. You use this property, that is this value, at superheated steam table. Then you compare temperatures because the question is asking us of temperature. So I'll quickly come to the steam table again. By this time, move away from saturated water because I've already been able to bring out where our saturated water is actually is. Saturated water is like the water which is not about to what? Which is not about to condense, right? So we want to know the state. That's the original water. We found it, and upon the properties we had, it is now in the superheated phase. So you come to superheated with the pressure they gave us 0.5. So with 0.5 pressure, then they gave us the enthalpy. So you use all the two properties, 0.5 and the enthalpy, which is 28 what? Is it 2890? 2890. So you can see that at the enthalpy region, which is H, let me show you the H. The H enthalpy column for 0.5, it will be this. And 2890 lies between 2855.8. So it lies between 2855.8 and what? 2 what? And 2961.0. 2961.0, and here is our 2890. So it is in between the two. So it means interpolation will be occurring. Then you check the temperatures. Tsat, because at a given pressure, the temperature there is Tsat. So you trace it 2855.8, 2961. What are the temperatures there? 200 and 250 respectively. So 200 and 250 respectively. And the one that we need is for the 2890. That's what the question is asking us to do. So that's where we call it interpolation. Interpolation is simple. Middle minus upper all over. You can use still middle minus lower. While what you should know is whatever order you use there, the same thing you use here. So here I used middle minus upper over middle minus lower. So here to be middle, which is 2890. At that enthalpy we want to find the temperature X, minus the enthalpy at upper all over same middle. If you change the order you are wrong, minus the lower. So you do this correctly. This is mathematics. You solve for X. So if you solve for X, the X you get is the temperature at that pressure they gave you, and that's what enthalpy they gave you. Very simple and straightforward. Are you okay? All right, so that's how we go about it. So this is what I said, the interpolation. Then if you do the X, you find for X, this is what you should get. Then you are free to go. So let's look at our next phase, which is the compressed liquid. That will be lecture 15B. So we'll meet there and talk about it. Bye.